Hello there Assassins and Stranger Things fans, thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Here I'm stood outside of the Bucks County Courthouse, aka the Hawkins, Indiana Library. Now today I'm going to be giving you like a sort of progress check type tour thingy of what I've been working on for these past few weeks on the run up to Season 4. Now the reason I haven't got many Season 4 tutorials planned at the moment is because I was working on this bad boy. But then Season 4 came out and then I went ahead and stopped building this to go and build Season 4 stuff. So it has been a little bit of a pickle, and I just wanted to kind of make this video to say that I am working on both things at the same time. So although it may be slow, I will be getting both of these different things, massive things, completed too. So yeah, let's give you the grand tour of this entire square really. So then, Jackson is a city in Georgia. That is the real place where this library slash courthouse is actually situated, and it's surrounded by a square of buildings. Now these buildings go on 4 streets around the entire complex, and they hold local businesses, hotels, restaurants, everything really you can think of in a city around this area. As you can see, the main courthouse itself, the library here, is phenomenally big, and that thing took me, goodness me, like a couple weeks on its own just to build. And I did that all just via Google Earth. Thank you once again to Google Earth for just being a platform to use, because it's so helpful. And again, as I said, this is a sort of progress check video, not completed, because you can't see an interior in here. It's just completely bare. And all of these buildings, apart from Joyce's shop, which has kind of got some walls going, are 2D. So like I said, I wanted to give you guys the grand look at the place, just to get your excitement going for it. To build eventually, but we are going to be building this one, of course, in all its glory, and we might even keep some of these shops 2D, because then it's kind of like an actual set. Although, to be fair to Netflix, they went to town with this whole thing, no pun intended, but they literally used the the real buildings and everything that they could, so there wasn't many 2D. I don't think there was any 2D structures in the entire Stranger Things. Could be wrong about that, but yeah. So here, of course, we have the Joyce's shop over here. Now I'm trying to get to the real building on Google Earth so I can tell you what this is. So we've just got to go down some Google Earth streets, and here it is up here. Now this one is located on this bottom right side over here, and in real life it's actually a Papa John's pizza place. Like, this side of the shop is actually a Papa John's, which is amazing. Imagine going to order, your dinner from Joyce's shop. That's just awesome. So this shop in the show is called Melvar's General Store. I could be pronouncing that wrong, but I hope I'm not. And we do see like Bob and Joyce in here quite often throughout Season 2. We also see Hopper kind of visiting Joyce every now and again in Season 1, 2. I don't think she works here at 3, but yeah, we do see the shop so often in the series, and it's really, really weird that I haven't built this one already. But I did have massive plans for it, and as you can see, the massive plans are coming to action. It's just taken a very long time. And of course, building this all solo is a real challenge, but it is one that is so fun, and I think you guys will really enjoy this build. It's been really, really cool to build some actual city things, and it really does feel like a slice of Hawkins. Like, whereas we're building the buildings separate from each other, like the lab on its own, the mall on its own, and all the different places around that as well. This one is all inclusive, so we've got the library there, we've got Joyce's shop, and we've got all these other buildings too. So it's really, really nice to actually build something super practical to your Hawkins worlds. So yeah, this is obviously going to be decorated. I will get round to a tour of that one. I'll probably end up posting a short about it, so you can see the interior all done as well. And we'll have to have like a rest in peace Bob sign somewhere around there. Hopefully you guys have seen the series before I said that. Whew, okay. Just besides this one, on the real Google, in real life I mean, is a shop called Juice and Smoothie Bar, but of course in the show it's the Radio Shack. So we had to build this one as the Radio Shack just here, but a big shout out to the Juice and Smoothie Bar that goes here. I'd like to try that one. Now besides that one is a rundown, derelict looking shop, and actually you can't see through this. Like, you can literally just see grass in the real one as well, like just concrete structure. There's no roof to it, whereas all the other shops are actually full up, and they actually are businesses. This one is just derelict and run down in real life as well. So we're probably going to keep that the same. The next one along is a place called Headliners 2, which is a barber shop. And it looks really cool, actually. I like the decor outside and the logo and everything. So we try to represent it with, you know, the official stuff here. Excuse me. What I should mention, by the way, is the stuff that wasn't in the series, and I was a bit unsure of how to build it. I just stuck to the Google versions. So everything you see here, apart from the Stranger Things locations, are the real life buildings. So once again, I just want to say a huge thank you and a shout out to all these shops and businesses, because now you're in Minecraft and it's just been an honor to build these shops. The next one along from the barbershop is a place called Hands, which is a beauty lounge. Sounds pretty cool. Then on from that one, we have ourselves a place called... This is where my pronunciation goes all terrible, doesn't it? Oh, I think it's an attorney. So it's actually like a personal injury attorney shop. So it's a law of offices of Tamara and Saria. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm so sorry. But yeah, that is an attorney's office just there. Along from there, we have ourselves the Goat Island Tavern. Sounds pretty cool. And that is all going to be decorated as it is in real life as well. So prepare for that one. Well, we might do some shop windows, but as far as the actual whole building goes, we might not worry about it too much. Anyways, across the road from this one, we have ourselves another tavern, and this is actually the Bradley's Old Tavern. Sounds really cool, and it does look old. Again, I try to represent it like the real thing, and it's very gothic in its structure, and it looks awesome. So that is just there. Oh, by the way, down here will be a tutorial coming soon. This is just going to be a nice tow truck. I wanted to add some vehicles in here just to make sure everything was looking realistic as possible, and I built a little tow truck, which I haven't done before, so that'll be on the way shortly. Next to the old tavern over here, we have a very long sort of area. It looks like it's got some clothes in the window, and then sort of some other things, maybe like a general store, but this is called City Trends. City spelt with an extra I instead of the Y. So that is pretty cool, kind of like a touristy information place. It kind of looks like that to me, but it's also got clothes. So I'm not really sure what that is exactly, but it sounds cool nonetheless. If we go a bit further to this purple shop down here, we have a place called Lovely Nails and Boutique. So again, we've got like a beauty salon type of thing just here as well. And what I should mention is every single like piece of road layout as well in this whole square is accurate to the real thing too. So every single traffic light direction, all the traffic lights, all the signs, car parking spaces, disabled parking spaces, lamp posts, everything. It's all as accurate as I could get it. Next to this Lovely Nails and beauty salon, the boutique, we have a place called State Farms, which is... I kind of like try and figure out what these are from the signs, but it is a little bit tricky from the camera angle I have here. So I'm not really sure what this one is exactly. Oh, a financial service. Okay, so that's just there as well. The next one along from that one is a place called Nutrition and Tanning. So it's like a tanning centre just there as well. And then on the end over here is a place called Roots Outdoors, which is like an outdoor sort of shop over here. Pretty cool stuff. And of course we have that sort of handicap or disabled parking space just there. And then, you know, a little bit of detail for the extra streets down here, which you can always add on to your Hawkins as well. They can lead off and down to some houses and things. Over on this street over here, which is Oak Street, which is of course the exact same as the Google one, or the real one, is a vape shop just here. So there's like a vape shop just there, next to another beauty salon just over here, a beauty shop just besides it. And this is all like an inclusive building, so these two businesses share the same building, which is kind of cool. And then along from that one, we have another place, and this is actually the Clerk of Superior Court. This is a really, really grand looking building, and one that is very well kept. So that is just there, that very big spruce building just there. Along from that one is a place called Rita's, which I'm not really sure what this one is. Oh, it's a salon. I should read more often. It's a salon just here, besides that one, so a big shout out to Rita's just there. The next one along from it made me very hungry when building. This is a Mexican grill and bar. It's called Mesquite, I think. I am so sorry for my pronunciation, but it's got like chilies on the door, and that's how they, or jalapenos maybe? It looks like chilies to me, but I'm not certain. But either way, it looks incredibly tasty, and I would love to go there in person. So that is pretty awesome. Now across on this final street before getting back to Joyce's area, oh, before I forget, over on this corner, by the way, will be the Bank of America. There is a building for the Bank of America just there as well. So over on this street, which is 3rd Street, this one over here is a place called Version, which I'm not sure, again, what this one is, and I actually don't know. Instead of just reading it somewhere, I actually genuinely don't know what that is. Possibly like an insurance place or something like that. I'm not certain though. And then besides that one is a place called the Vintage Vineyard. Vineyard? Maybe? I'm not sure. God, can't speak. But that one goes there as well. And then these two are in. They're almost like the same building, but this one is obviously taller. So that is kind of cool. And we have all of the different safety deposit boxes outside, like the sort of mailboxes, represented just there on the wall. There's a picture or poster on that one. In real life, I think it's actually a mirror just there. So I've represented it with a black banner. And then along from these two is another place for fine home goods. Bath and body care. It's called Gold Line Farm. Indeed it is. So that's why it's got like the sort of gold. Well, we've used copper, but it kind of looks like gold too. It's got like that sort of really grand look to it, but it looks really cool. And at the time of this like Google Earth photographing session, I'm going to say, it's actually Christmas time. So every single shop here is decorated with Christmas wreaths and like different lights and baubles, and it looks really cool. So that's nice. Next door to that one, we have a place called City Pharmacy. So you can tell that looks like a pharmacy just there with the blue and things like that. So that's pretty cool. It's got a Coke machine outside, which is always a good thing in my books. And then it's got another machine on the other side, which I'm not sure what it is. Possibly a newspaper stand or something. But I built it there with a crafting table and some trapdoors too. Now onwards from the pharmacy, we have a place called Legacy Status, which is another boutique, which goes just here. Again, that one's quite dark on the windows, so I try to represent it there with the black stained glass and stuff like that. And I think the building itself looks good in the this sort of material here. Very like awesome and kind of a gritty colour. Along from that one, we have another shop which is called Jackson Beauty Supply Shop. Shop. So if you are, in the area, you're about to go into the boutique just here, you can pop into the beauty shop as well just here. So there's quite a lot of boutiques and beauty shops around this area. And originally, I think it was called American Mills, this one. I'm not sure though, because it says on the sign, but it's kind of, withered away, so I'm not sure if it's still there. But it looks like it's a beauty shop too now. And then finally on the end here, we have a coffee cafe, which is always a good thing. And this one was really neat because it had like a lean-to sort of thing. So this was like really far back before actually getting inside. So you're kind of underneath this cover of the building, but you're not inside yet. So it was really nice. I think that was a really cool thing to build in Minecraft, like a really nice architectural detail. But yeah, and that is raised up from the road there with a couple slabs looking like steps. And that is basically it here, guys. Awesome. Oh, and on the end here is a place called Tommy's Trading, which is like a another like general shop for buying. It looks like you can buy like fishing, camping stuff, firearms, because of course it's America, and all that sort of crazy stuff there as well. And then we're back down to Joyce's shop just here. So yeah, that is the entire complex, and of course we have the main massive courthouse in the middle, the library from the show, which we'll be decorating as well, and it's got some details around with some generators and stuff. Again, try to be as accurate as possible. So yep, drainage pipes, everything, flags of America, even on some dirt, which it is in the real thing as well. And then there's a statue just over this way, which I can tell you what it is. If we get around to that side again, I can actually give you a little bit of a look at what this is. In real life, it's kind of a it looks like a frontier soldier, and he's kind of holding a rifle or something on his side, I think that is. Let me just see if I can get a better look at it. Yeah, it's like a rifle on his left side, on his right side, sorry. I can't get close enough to the plaque, but it is there in real life. I'll have to include some information in the description, so hopefully you guys can see that one. But yeah, that's basically everything here. I know it looks like an absolute hellish thing to build, but it's not going to be so bad because it's all buildings, and buildings, you know, you can build them one at a time. You don't have to build them like all in one go. And it's really helpful because most of them are different colors and different materials, so we can really separate them as much as possible. So yeah, it's not going to be that bad, and it's going to be quite a lot of fun, I think. Oh, by the way, that's a fire hydrant. It's supposed to be a fire hydrant. From the back it looks like one. From the front it looks like a dude stuck in the floor, like a worker got stuck in concrete. So just ignore that, but yeah. So yeah, that's basically everything for now. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I really hope you're excited to build this one in Minecraft coming soon. Like I said, we're working on some Stranger Things Season 4 stuff too, but alongside of those things, we can work on the main structure here. We actually do see the library in Season 4 as well, with Nancy and Robin, so it's going to be nice to, you know, finish up some really major buildings in the series. But until then, take care, have an excellent rest of your day, stay safe, have a great week too. If you did enjoy this one, please be sure to drop a like, let me know what you're excited to build the most. If you know anyone that works in any of these shops around here, please let them know I built it, and it would just be awesome to hear from them. And finally, if you want to stay tuned until the series drops, please consider joining the Assassino today for free by subscribing. Take care, guys. New updates coming on my social medias too, links in the description. And yeah, I will see you very shortly for another Wheel Assassin build. Goodbye for now, thank you so much.